if you want to know how far we've come, especially when it comes to media, then my next guest is definitely someone who will tell you all about that. Everybody give it up for Paul Mukoma right now. Hi! How are you, Paul?
Very well.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you too.
And you too. How are you doing?
Great.
Have a seat.
Yeah.
So we've just seen your show reel.
Oh, you have?
A very interesting one. Umetoka mbali.
Sana Kobi.
Lakini that's what the theme is today, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
My God, to know that you did Kunadawa,
Kunadawa.
and to date one of your latest videos is a huge hit in this country, Masi Masika's song.
Masi Masika.
Yeah.
Even Size 8, we
Size
produced
8.
for Size 8.
Good
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
We love those videos, guys, don't we? Yeah. Okay. We've seen a little bit of the work that you've done, but tell us your story. You started out in the food and bev industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even before that, I grew up in the village, and I heard you talk about those days, the voice of Kenya.
Yeah.
Long time ago. I remember in our village, I think my dad was among the first people to buy a TV, black and white. And the room was filled until there were people on the window watching this small 14-inch black and white TV.
Yeah.
So I've also come a mighty long way, grew up in the village. Then when I cleared high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I didn't make it to campus, so I decided to do food and beverage because that's what my cousin was doing.
Okay.
So after that, I worked in the hotel for a while. Then I was fired at some point. Okay, I don't know why. I blame them. But I don't blame them. At times, God has a way of putting you where He wants you to be. So I have no regrets about that because that's when I met my mentor who trained me how to do photography.
Okay.
So we started doing photography, video, and I learned how to do videos. And those days, I was actually the one producing Kunanuru Gizani at some point.
Really?
Yeah, maybe the young people may not remember, didn't have a chance to watch that.
Okay.
Long time. And that's how I learned how to do music videos. We did Kunadawa. It was one of the big videos those days.
I mean, that video played everywhere, in clubs, in bars,
clubs.
locals,
Yes.
churches. Yeah, it was a huge hit of a song.
It was a big hit.
And so was the video.
Yeah, so when I had the song, and Esther wanted to do the video, I was still in the church, and she told me, I want to do a video for this. And already the song was a hit. So I was like, how do I do this video? I don't even know how to produce a song.
Yeah.
But, you know, I actually prayed. I'm like, God, help me to do this song. So I did the video, and it was big. And after that, people started coming. And we did many more videos that were big hits, transformed many people's lives. We also did for Jimmy Gate when he was coming up. We actually mentored Jimmy when he was coming up.
Okay.
I met him in a church, and he wanted to do a video. He was very passionate, and he had not, people didn't know him. He was just singing with a keyboard. And I could tell this guy is going somewhere. And I asked him, when you want to do a video, please talk to me, I can help you. Hardly did I know Jimmy was about to get in trouble, and his house was locked up. There's a song he's done about that. And he actually moved to my house. I took him in, did his music, and helped him, you know, really come up to who he is today. Okay. And many more people in the industry have come through our hands.
Isn't it, it must be humbling to see some of these people like Esther Wahome, Jimmy Gate, who've made it so big now, but to remember them as young upcoming artists who just had a big dream.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel in terms of being able to facilitate that dream?
It makes me, it's very humbling, like you said, but it makes me see potential in people. When I see anyone, I see potential in them. I never look down on anyone because I saw some of these guys when there was nothing to look up to and people didn't know them and people would have passed them. So it's very humbling, but at the same time very inspiring to know that people can come from a very humble beginning and become great people.
Absolutely.
It makes me believe in potential in people and believe in gifts and talents, and to know that your talent can really take you on top when you work at it, when you get mentors who can help you. So it's very inspiring at the same time. And anytime I feel like giving up, I look at those people and I'm like, I can't give up now.
Yeah.
There is still hope. Even when you feel like there is no hope, you can always know there is hope against, in every circumstance you're in, there is always hope.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree with that. I agree with that. We have very young people today in our audience. Very specific. I asked them to tell me if anyone has been born after a certain time. They haven't.
Yeah.
So for them to understand, and I have a few of them who are interested in the media, from what I hear.
Okay.
For them to understand, like, what they actually have now is a gift.
Yeah.
Because practicing in the media back in the day when we had one station,
Yeah.
you know, people didn't even know how to shoot music videos back then. Talk to them about how far we've come and what it has taken for Kenya to get to where it is when it comes to the fourth estate.
We've really come a mighty long way. Yeah. Those days, there were very few people who could operate a camera in this nation. You could count how many camera operators we have, and you know, most of them had to go and study abroad to come, because the cameras those days were very cumbersome.
Yeah, they're huge.
There was Betacam and Umatic. Before actually Betacam, there was one called Umatic. Believe me, that's a camera format. And it had to record on a reel that is this big. And you could only record like 10 minutes per session. Then you change the reel and put another one. But actually it started with 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 30 minutes. When there was a tape that could record 30 minutes, that was a big breakthrough. Yeah. It was actually, we had one camera that could actually heat up. After a while, you have to
cool it.
You have to post the camera, it cools down, then you start again. So those days were very difficult. But we're in a new dispensation, new generation where it's easy now. You can actually do a production with your phone. Yeah. So these are very great time we're in, and there are many opportunities. Those days I remember when I was just starting, I tried to touch a camera for some of the guys we were hiring, and they could not allow me. Yeah. They told me, you have to stay there 3 meters away and look at what we are doing. Nobody could allow you come, because it was also very expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Millions. Even those days, the cameras were very expensive. So, but right now, the young people have great opportunities. We're in a time where you can actually learn how to do videos on YouTube.
Yes.
You can actually learn online. You may not even have money to go to school, but you can learn online through looking at what other people are doing. Cameras are even more affordable now. You can actually even do a production with your phone. So we're in a very good time. Yeah. And young people today should not say that they don't have an opportunity. There are many opportunities right now than before. I think it's easier right now than it was those days.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Training is a huge part of everything that comes along with media, with video production, all sorts of production. Yes. Talk to us a little bit about training, because a lot of people who approach me, and I get approached all the time, they're like, Kobi, what did you study? Where did you go to school? Yeah. Yes, I studied, but a lot of what I know today is based on work experience. It's based literally on just getting your hands dirty and getting on the ground and doing it. Yeah, talk to us about that.
Yeah, thank you for asking me that, because it's a question I also get a lot when I meet young people. And at times you also meet people, young people from university, and they cannot actually produce. They cannot do what you're doing, and they don't know what to do. At times they don't understand the disconnect. Like I've told you, I did food and beverage. That's what I was trained to do. I'm supposed to be a waiter somewhere, or a hotel supervisor or manager. But I met this one person who changed my life. He's called Jugona. He started training me how to use the camera and how to edit photos and how to do video. That was my training. And after that, I started volunteering in a church to produce, to assist these guys how to I wasn't a producer. Yeah. So I became an assistant. I was the one running up and down, doing the cables and all that. They could not even allow me to go close to the camera, not even touch it. Yeah. But I did whatever I was doing with a lot of diligence and passion. And the real training is that, volunteering and helping other people who are doing it. So even if you have gone to school and you have done media, that's not, the real training goes where you, after school, what do you do? And so many of the young people are looking forward to getting a job immediately after university or school. But what you need to do is find somebody who's doing it. Shadow that person, be an assistant, do the dirty work, do the leg work for that person. That's a real training, and that's what we call where the rubber meets the road. Absolutely. Because you see, even it's like driving. If you go to a driving school, first you're taught how to drive a car on the table. That is what I call our schools and our university. But the fact that you've done the car on the board doesn't mean you can get to the road and drive. Yeah. So after school, after doing that, you're taken to the road and you do practicals. But even after that, you get to the road, you put an L on your car, you're still a learner. And so when you leave school, you're still a learner. You need to volunteer, You need to learn from people who've got, look at the people you admire and go and assist them. Tell them, I want to work for you. I want to do this for you. Whether it means wiping their shoes, just to do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
And you know, just like the Bible says, whatsoever your hands find it to do it with all your might. Yeah. Because that's what is lacking today with the young people. Sorry to say that in front of the young people.
No,
but
it's good. Yes.
It's good to advise that. Yeah. Hard work will never be replaced by anything. Will never be replaced by smartphones, by computers. Hard work has to be there. You have to work hard.
And it pays.
And it pays
it
when
really
you work
does.
hard.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, of course there's space for working smart, but you have to work hard. You have to look for someone who's gone ahead of you. Like Juguna did to me, you've got to look for your Juguna. Assist him. Work for them. Even if they're not paying you, look for how you can pay your own bus fare and follow that person. That kind of mentorship is a more sure training. And when you're trained that way, most likely you'll be like that person, if not better.
Okay,
yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Last year, I did so many photo shoots. Yeah. And what ended up happening is, as I'm coming from buying some of my props, I'm in town, I'm walking, and I run into these 3 girls, and one of them stops me. Okay. Hapo tu karibu na Hilton. Wow. And she says, "Sasa Kobi, mi napenda photography yako, napenda kile unadoingi kwa TV." I was like, fantastic. And then I said to her, unataka kufanya nini? Akaniambia, mimi nataka kuwa photographer kama wewe. Because I studied photography and I practiced it for a long time, and then I ended up teaching. So I told her, actually, what's your name? She tells me my name is Immaculate. I tell her, okay, Immaculate, in actual fact, tomorrow I have a photo shoot. So I'd like you to come. I'm working with a business partner of mine. His name is Amit. He's a great photographer. And we need all the help that we can get. And this girl says, no problem, we exchange numbers. And the next morning, I told her to come to Nation Center at 9 o'clock sharp. She gets there at 10 to 9 and calls me. She's like, I'm downstairs, you told me to come, here I am. And she was so diligent about everything. That girl is here, okay? We've been working with her. Immaculate, come over here, all right? Hi, how are you? Good. Okay, she's like, okay. So, stand up, Paul. All right, so I'll tell you guys. So Immaculate then, the next day, I send her out to get props for the shoot, okay? I sent her out to get props for the shoot, and she got even more than I sent her for. Wow. Like, she went above and beyond. And on the day of the shoot, she showed up, she was at 110%, she gave her all. She was even pigging for me kelele sometimes when I'm late. I mean, she's very good. Today, I find out that you two know each other.
Yes, I met her in our school because we started a training center. Because of how I was trained, I discovered at times we get people from university and all that, and we have to retrain them. Okay. That's how we started the Princecam Media Training Center. And she was one of our students. So I was also surprised to meet her here today. Yeah. And to see her, working here, is again very fulfilling. Yes. And I, it's great to meet her here.
So, Immaculate is like, Kobi, why have you called me? Yes, we've called you. Even got her into makeup so you can look cute on national TV. Yeah. How are you?
She looks good.
I'm good.
Okay, so tell me about yourself and before we met and now.
Actually, let me start by now.
Okay.
What can I say? I've really grown because it's a little bit different. The TV and film, it's a bit different, and photography as well. So this is TV, and I'm gaining a lot more that I didn't know from school. Yeah. And before we met, actually, I came to Nation Center like 3 weeks continuously, like daily, because I wanted to meet you. So I was like coming every morning. It was live. Yeah. So I didn't know that you guys record before. So I thought it was live. So most
it was live.
It was live.
Yeah. Oh, this sometimes is recorded, but AM Live was live.
I used to come daily. So the security were like, amekupatia appointment. Sina appointment, najai kuniongelesha. So after the 3 weeks, I gave up. Anyway, it's time pata. Wacha tu nirudi.
Why were you looking for me?
I was looking for you because, first of all, when Live was starting, you're like, industry haina watu wengi, haina mademu wengi, it doesn't have lots of girls, let's say, and ladies. And I got motivated. So I was like, I'm going into this. So, and before, not really after Live, but before, nilitaka kuwa into media. Okay. At first, nilitaka kuwa news anchor nini, but nikakuja kurealize, English yangu yenyewe si fluent. Siwezi kuwa kama Julie Gishuru, ama siwezi kuwa kama wewe, like, you know, so I said, let me try Kiswahili. Nika discover Swahili pia.
Lazima kukilia kisanifu.
Mimi ni mtame. So I gave up on being in front of the camera and teleprompter. Then I say, I'm taking the behind the scenes. So I started to research behind the scenes kuna nini. So I discovered there's camera, there's hao ndo wana make hiyo show. So I got the interest. My first time going to Princecam. My first time kwenda Princecam, I was helping in some studio some productions, music video. Okay. So when I finished Form 4, I didn't just sit. Nilitafuta studio. Whereby nilikuwa kama mswa grip, unaona, unaambiwa
ule mswa kushikilia
unaambiwa tripod usimamishwa hivi, nilete tripod, nilete ile lens, unaona, slider, vitu kaizo za vitu za music video ni vitu ndogo ndogo, si kubwa kubwa kaizi. So by the time tulikuwa tunaenda kutumia studio yake white-screen. So hiyo siku ndo music producer akasema, hey, huyu ndo hapa, na akamwambia, I want this girl to come. Akasema, let her come. Then after that year, I remember in November, the person I was working for gave me like 5K, go. Then I went, ilikuwa November there. Akaniambia, so for November and December, unasoma bure. But then, sijui what happened, I didn't go. Nikaenda January. January again, so juu nilikuwa nimeregister kitambo. Then January nikarudi na some small amount of cash.
So you guys heard about her story and decided to help Immaculate out. Tell me a little bit about that, Paul.
I mean, what we saw in her is the passion, and you can actually feel it.
You can feel her passion, right, everybody? She's amazing.
That's one of the things I saw in her. When she's talking to you, you can tell she really wants it. And I think that's what more young people need. Your mentor has to see you really need it. You want to go for it. And that's what we saw in Jacobite. And I decided whether they pay for her or not, I'm going to sponsor her. I'm going to make sure I do what I can do in her life. And that is what happened. After they paid for a while, I think they discontinued sponsoring her. And I told her, you will learn. You will continue until you finish. Actually not finish. Even today, she can come back to Princecam
and continue.
She keeps coming back and learn and even teach other people.
Amazing.
Right now, she's actually now a mentor. And
yes, she
and that's what I like about her.
I'll tell you what, guys. So everyone on this show has a role. I mean, from Grace to Milka to Lisney to Makaka to Mushai, everybody has a role. This girl's role, because she cracks the whip, she's our timekeeper. All right, she's the one who puts everybody on standby. She's the one who makes sure that the guests are on standby. She's very, very good at what she does. But I've also found out just the other day from our other very good person, her name is Beatrice Mukakisha, that this girl takes amazing photos.
You do? She does.
Yeah.
Is that your passion, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want to do? Yeah,
actually, I went for Canon. I never told you this, but we went for Canon Street Photography. It was Princecam partners with Canon. So there's Canon Street Photography. I told you, but it didn't go deep. So after we went for the Canon Street Photography, my picture is the one, which one? Because I gave out my picture to someone because hakuwa na enough pictures. His pictures hazikuwa the best. So I decided to give that person one of the picture, and it won. So I didn't take the prize though, but I was happy.
You know what happened? When she gave out the picture, the person won and was given a free camera. And a printer.
Yes. And that was your picture.
That
was your picture. Okay, so before we take a quick commercial break, all right, I have a camera, all right, I take photos. Well, I used to, not as much as I want to. So what I'm going to do, honey, is I'm going to give you that camera.
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, don't cry, because you're going to make me cry.
Wow.
It's okay.
That's amazing. She's crying. Oh.
Don't cry. It's okay. It's fine. All that makeup, Bridget's not going to be happy with you.
Kobi.
It's okay. So I'm going to give you my camera. And it's not new. It's a little bit old. But it comes with a few things, okay? And this is what we're going to do. Don't cry. It's fine. What we're going to do, right? And we want you to get involved in this poem.
Yeah.
Is that we're going to let you... You're making me cry.
I'm also crying, but my tears are going inside. They don't come out. They go the other way.
Oh, my God.
Trust me.
You making me cry. Don't cry.
Oh.
Don't cry, mommy. It's okay. I'm going to give you my camera and my equipment, okay? And we're going to give you a month to take some pictures. Oh, my God. I know. Yeah, come on. Let's get some tissue. You're so sweet. Thank you. So, this is what we're going to do. We've run out of time, but we're going to give you that camera, and we want you to take up some pictures, okay? Wow. And then we're going to showcase those pictures on this show. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you're going to go around this whole town, and you're going to take some beautiful pictures. And then we'll see if there's anyone out there with a space where we can hold an exhibition. We're looking for a space so that she can have her first exhibition. That'll be good, right? And then...
We have a studio.
You have a studio?
We can do that.
We can do it in your studio?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Paul, we're just a mess over here. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can do the exhibition in your studio.
Yes. Yes.
All right. And then we'll invite the whole country to come and see your photos. And you sell them. Will you sell them?
Yeah.
Expensive. See you? Yeah. Okay. We love you. We love you on this show. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a very, very quick break. Thank you so much, Paul.
You're welcome. Thank
for
you
being
so
here,
much.
Okay, and for mentoring young people, for giving them an opportunity to showcase their dreams.
Yeah.
You're one of the people that are doing that, and we just thank you, and we want to honor you.
Wow, thank you.
But
so
now
much
you have
too.
to come back because of this moment.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah?
I would love to.
Okay, fantastic.
I only do business for such people.
Yeah.
I would do it forever. If it was only for her.
Okay.
It is very fulfilling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Me too. I am happy that I stopped that day in town and that we met, that we became friends, and that you actually found me again and you came and you work on this show and you do a very good job.
Thank you.
You do. You do. All right. So that photo shoot of Immaculate and I, when we actually worked together for the very first time, when I realized that this girl has a lot of talent, it was a cinematograph, a new form of making photos move. And she loved it, and she did so great. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.